As the NFL landscape braces for another electric season, projections and predictions swirl with intensity, and few teams command attention quite like the Philadelphia Eagles. Armed with high expectations and a roster capable of contending at the highest level, the Eagles embark on a journey laced with pressure, opportunity, and legacy. The win-loss game, part prediction, part proclamation, offers not only a glimpse into a potential 13-4 campaign, but also a deeper reflection of how this franchise, led by a savvy front office and a unified locker room, continues to chase greatness in an unforgiving league. The season opens on home soil, not just with a game, but with a celebration. A Super Bowl banner is raised in a moment soaked in triumph and expectation. The energy is palpable, the city buzzing, and the result feels almost ceremonial, a victory. The Eagles feed off the emotion, handle business, and remind the league that their standard is nothing less than elite. Week 2 brings an early test, a trip to Kansas City to face the ever-dangerous Chiefs. But in a shrewd forecast, the Eagles are picked to fall short. Not because they lack the talent, but because the focus is long-term. This is a regular season. The real revenge, the real battle, will come under brighter lights in the postseason. Week 3 offers a familiar opponent in the Los Angeles Rams, and history repeats itself with a Philadelphia win. The Rams, once the class of the NFC, have struggled to recapture their championship form, and the Eagles capitalize. Week 4 takes the team to Tampa Bay, a site that has historically haunted them. And again, the ghosts return. Despite their superiority on paper, the Eagles stumble, falling to a Buccaneers team that continues to be a thorn in their side on the road. Back at home in Week 5, a revitalized Eagles squad takes care of business against the Denver Broncos. It's a return of form, and perhaps just as significantly, a homecoming for head coach Vic Fangio, whose past with Denver only adds another layer to the storyline. The Eagles then embark on a crucial divisional stretch, starting with a road win over the New York Giants in Week 6. This is a rivalry drenched in tradition, but in recent years, it's one Philadelphia has largely controlled, and the trend continues. The momentum rolls into Week 7 with a commanding performance in Minnesota, a place where the Eagles flex their depth and poise. They follow it up in Week 8 with another decisive win over the Giants, completing the season sweep. As the bye week arrives in Week 9, Philadelphia sits in a position of strength, boasting a record built on dominance, cohesion, and execution. Week 10's visit to Green Bay is marked by efficiency and control. It's a win that signals the team's maturity, handling a historically tough road venue with veteran-like composure. But just as quickly, Week 11 brings turbulence. Detroit comes to Philadelphia, riding their own wave of momentum, and the Lions deliver a wake-up call. The Eagles, perhaps caught looking ahead or riding too high, are brought back down to earth. It's a loss that humbles, but also refocuses. They respond in Week 12 by handling the Dallas Cowboys in a highly anticipated NFC East clash. Rivalry aside, the Eagles assert their superiority and reclaim control of the division narrative. Week 13's contest against Chicago is a professional, no-nonsense win. The Bears, still in the midst of rebuilding around Caleb Williams, pose little threat to an Eagles team that understand the value of stacking wins late in the year. But Week 14 introduces a marquee matchup, a road trip to face the Chargers. It's a game loaded with intrigue, excitement, and the type of cross-conference clash that could signal Super Bowl implications. And in this prediction, the Eagles rise to the occasion, delivering a win that reverberates throughout the league. Week 15 against the Las Vegas Raiders brings even more storyline magic. Pete Carroll returns, now roaming the sidelines in Vegas, while old Eagles adversary Chip Kelly watches from the shadows. It's billed as a revenge game, a symbolic reckoning. And fittingly, the Eagles win it not just for themselves, but for Howie Roseman, the architect of this machine. Do it for Howie becomes more than a phrase. It's a rallying cry, a mantra that encapsulates the culture of this franchise, built, not bought. Week 16 sends the Eagles to Washington, and the matchup turns into a classic. It's close, gritty, and spills into overtime, but Philadelphia finds a way. Resilience and execution under pressure define their identity, and the win is a testament to their postseason readiness. But perfection doesn't exist in the NFL. Week 17's trip to Buffalo is a gauntlet, and the Bills, desperate and driven, hand the Eagles a tough loss. Still, With the playoffs looming, Philadelphia regroups and finishes the regular season strong with a win over Washington in Week 18. A 13-4 finish. Not just impressive, it's a declaration. It signals that Philadelphia is not just back. They're better, deeper, and more mentally equipped for the long haul. Behind the numbers, there's a deeper truth. This Eagles team is built through intention, vision, and resolve. The front office, led by Howie Roseman, has architected a roster not just for headlines, but for hardware. From drafting foundational pieces to making bold trades, the commitment to sustained excellence is clear. And as the city rallies around its team, one thing becomes certain. Philadelphia isn't just chasing another Super Bowl, they're chasing legacy.